Imagine you're here with us, sitting around a small campfire. The crackling of the flames is the only sound in the stillness of the night. Shadows dance around us, and the dim light flickers across the faces of those beside you. For a moment, no one speaks, and everything feels suspended in time. But then, someone breaks the silence, telling a story that could be true, or maybe not. Let the words wrap around you, relax, and listen. Our first story is about a boy named Alex, left in the care of a new babysitter. Her name was Katerina. There was something off about her smile, something strange and forced that didn't sit right on her face. During the day, she seemed like any other babysitter, but at night, things changed. When everything was quiet and dark, Katerina would lean over Alex's bed, whispering things. The words made no sense, but her voice was cold, chilling. Alex was too scared to tell his parents. One night, Alex woke up with a start. Katerina was there again, sitting by his bed, but this time her hands were around his neck. She was strangling him. He felt the pressure tightening. But suddenly, she stopped. She looked into his eyes and whispered, "I'm not ready yet." And then, she left. Years later, Alex saw her face again on TV. Katerina had been arrested for multiple murders, and he realized how close he had come to being another victim. And so the first story ends, but there's another waiting to be told. This next story takes us to a grocery store. Jonathan worked as a clerk in a small market. It was an ordinary day, until he noticed a strange man sitting in his car in the parking lot. The man was staring at him, unmoving, unblinking. Jonathan tried to ignore him, but every time he looked, those eyes were still there. The feeling of unease grew stronger. Later, while stocking shelves, Jonathan saw him again. But this time, the man was inside the store, standing still in one of the aisles, just watching. As Jonathan finished his shift and left for the night, he found the man sitting in his car once more, blocking the exit. Jonathan approached his own car, but before he could get in, he heard the door handle move. The man was trying to open it. Panicked, Jonathan backed away, and the man suddenly sped off into the darkness. No one would ever know just how close he had come to something terrible. The stories of ordinary madness continue, and the next one will take you to a much darker place. A little girl named Lily was left alone in her mother's car. Her mother, who was never really there, always lost in her own world. That night, they stopped in front of a rundown house, and Lily's mother left her, disappearing inside. As Lily waited, a man appeared out of nowhere. He opened the car door, grabbed her, and took her away. She didn't know where she was being taken. It was dark, dirty, an old building falling apart, but before the man could do anything else, another figure appeared from the shadows. Without saying a word, he attacked the kidnapper, throwing him down a flight of stairs into the darkness below. The stranger took Lily's hand and brought her back to the car. When they arrived, her mother was standing there, surrounded by police. Perhaps that night, Lily was saved not just by a man, but by a destiny that had finally found her. And so, these stories come to an end. Stories that may seem too strange to be true, or maybe not. But remember, when you stare into the darkness, The darkness may be staring back. Good night, and sleep well. If these stories intrigued you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next tale. New stories await you every week. Rest now, and may your night be silent.
And remember, the abyss is waiting for you.